Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to tell you about English from 9th class unit number 2 role model. जिन lesson 2.1 Shah Abdul Latif Bhetai Rahmatullah Alai. There are difficult words and their meanings. Number 1, scholar means alim. Scholar means alim. Mystic means ruhani ya sufiano. Aspect means nizaro. Devotion means dili lagapo. Mausoleum means tamam wado makburo. Delicate means sutho ya nazik. Navigation means daryahi. Reverence means izzat ya adab. Restless means bearam. Ancestral means abano. Dome means gumbaz. Verses means sher. Verse means sher. Verses means sher. Oral means zabani. Renowned means mashahur. PS means deendar. Grand means alishan. Comments means shuruat. Comments means shuruat. Comments is mana shuruat the thi. Elegant means shandar. Voyage means dirgho safar. Abundance means ghanai. Genius means zahin. Compose means likhan. Prosperous means khushhal. Traditions means rawayatu. Tradition singular and tradition sunayo plural. Now 2.1 exercise number 1. Question number 1. How many aspects of Shah Abdul Latif have been covered in the text? Answer. There are 7 aspects of Shah Abdul Latif's life have been covered in the text. Question number 2. List all the aspects in your notebook. माना जेके भी एस्पेक्ट्स आहिनि शाह अब्दुल लतीफ़ लेसन में उहे असांखे मेंशन करण वन बाय वन. नंबर 1. The first aspect is about his background and family. The second aspect is about his name Bhetai. The third aspect is about his early life and education. The fourth aspect is about his youth. The fifth aspect is about his spiritual growth. The sixth aspect is about his death and remembrance. The seventh aspect is about his poetry. Now 2.1 exercise number 5. Read the text and find the following information. Number 1. 2 things done at the time of Urs is mentioned in the text. Number 1. Listen to the saints' song sung on the tamburo. Number 2. Learned men read papers and tell about Latif's life and his poetry. Number 2. 2 possible reasons why his ancestors migrated to Sindh. Number 1. Shah's father Sayyid Habib Shah migrated from Afghanistan to Bhainpur in Sindh in order to gain spiritual contact with Bilal, a local PS man. Number 2. His ancestors migrated to Sindh from Herat because at the time Sindh was the center of Muslims culture. Latif's ancestors liked it so much that they decided to make it their home. Number 3. 2 other languages that he knew quite well. Number 1 Arabic, number 2 Persian. Number 4. 2 main religious sources that he had knowledge about. Number 1 the Holy Quran, number 2 the Hadith. Number 5. 2 poets whose works were a part of his collection. Number 1 Maulana Jalaluddin Rumi, number 2 Shah Karim. Number 6. 2 skills for which he is known. Number 1 Sufi, number 2 composing poetry. Number 7. 2 places in Afghanistan mentioned in his poetry. Number 1 Kabul, number 2 Kandahar. Number 8. 2 places in India mentioned in his poetry. Number 1 Delhi and number 2 Deccan. Number 9. 2 languages mentioned in which the Risalo has been translated. Number 1 English, number 2 Urdu. 2.1 there is an exercise in textbook. Exercise number 6. A. How was information about Shah Abdul Latif's early life collected? Why was it collected in this manner? Ravanjo. Information about Shah Abdul Latif Bhetai was mostly being collected orally traditions by Mirza Khalid Beg because people loved him very much. B. Why is Shah Latif called the Saint of Bhitt? Answer. A mound of sand is called Bhitt in Sindhi where he lived, therefore he is called Saint of Bhitt. C. Why did people become Shah Latif's followers? Answer. Because people people became his followers due to gentle way and kindness. D. Why and why did Shah Latif not marry again after his wife died? Answer. Because his heart turned more and more towards religion and devotion and he felt restless. He found it difficult to live a normal domestic life, therefore he did not marry again. E. What does Shah Latif's poetry and work tell us about his knowledge and skills? Answer. They tell us about spiritual power, love of God and humanity. F. Name the places in the text mentioned in Shah Latif's poetry. Why do you think these places have been mentioned by him? Answer. In this poem, he writes mainly about Sindh and its neighboring regions, such as Istanbul, Delhi, Deccan, China, Rome, Kabul, Kandahar, and Samarkand, because clouds moved over these places and when it rained, they brought happiness and prosperity there. G. Why is Shah Latif's key message in his verses acceptable to everyone? Answer. Because his spiritual poetry shows the message of love and humanity. H. Can we put his message into practice in today's world? If yes, how? If no, why not? Answer. Yes, we can put his message into practice by spreading love of humanity and devotion. Now there is a exercise 2.4 summary, writing summary. Exercise number 5. Mohenjo-daro. Mohenjo-daro, or the Mount of the Dead, is one of the oldest cities in the world. Few people live there today, but 45,000 years ago it was a large, busy city. It is in the province of Sindh at a distance of 27 kilometers from Larkana on the right bank of the Indus River. Nobody knew anything about Mohenjo-daro until 1922 when some villagers found pieces of old smooth pots and old bricks at the place where the city was discovered. These pieces of old pots and old bricks were brought to John Marshall, an English civil servant whose work it was to look after historical remains. He decided that the area should be dug up as there might be remains of an old city. So they started digging and they and as they dug more and more such spices came up till there appeared bit by bit a city of straight roads and well built houses. We do not know what happened to them. Either they were raided from the north or some great earthquake destroyed them. Now there is a summary of this lesson. Shah Abdul Latif Bhitai. The great saint Shah Abdul Latif is lovingly called Lal Latif by his devotees. He was born in 1102 Hijri in a small village called Hala Haveli. According to some historians, his ancestors migrated to Sindh from Herat, Afghanistan. His father's name was Said Habib Shah. His wife died at an early age. He was very sensitive. His heart soon filled with love of God. His heart turned more and more towards religion and devotion. He spent the last part of his life on Bhit. In Sindhi language, Bhit means Mount of Sand. That is why he is called Shah Abdul Latif Bhitai. Shah Abdul Latif was not only saint but also a poet and musician. His poetry is simple and moving. The collection of his poetry is called Shah Risalo, which has been translated into many languages. The message of Shah Abdul Latif is love. Shah Abdul Latif died on the Bhit and was buried there. A shrine was built over his grave by Gulam Shah Kalodo, where his urs is held on 14th Safar every year. I hope you will like this video. Don't forget to like and share this video, and also subscribe my YouTube channel by name Sir Abdul Razaq Bheen Attari. Thank you.